So before we get started, you have to understand something really important. If you don't copy your footage correctly, you can easily lose all of your footage forever. You're going to be shooting onto memory cards, not tapes. When we had tapes, those tapes could sit around, and if something happened to our computer or hard drive, we could always go back to our tapes. When you return your memory cards, those memory cards will be wiped. So it's important that you back up your footage. Here's kind of an overview of how your backup should work. You're going to get your memory card. You're going to have stuff on it. We'll call that stuff raw. It'll be the raw data. And that is then going to go into your memory card reader, which is connected to some kind of computer that is set up to work with these files. And a little screen there. And that will also be connected to your drive. You should have your own external hard drive. And what you'll do is put that in there and then copy the raw data to the computer. Copying your stuff to the computer can be one way to create a backup, because that's a hard drive on that computer. Also, so that's number one. Number two, you should also copy your raw data to your drive. So that way, once this gets wiped, you have your data in at least two places. It doesn't hurt to, if you're committed, get another hard drive that can connect to your computer, and you could use this as another backup. What will happen later when you convert the raw video is that your converted video will also live on this drive, because you want to be working off of a drive and not off of one computer. Because if you work off of a drive, you can work on whatever computer you want. You just have to set it up. This is the memory card reader, and it comes with a power cable and a USB cord, which go in the back here. That's the USB, and that's for the power. So connect the power cable into here and plug that into a power source. So the small end of the USB goes in here, and then the other end goes in the back of the computer. Open up your memory card case, and you need to make sure you insert it label side up and slide it in all the way. It should go in quite firmly like that, and then you'll see a red light come on. On the computer, you'll see an icon called Untitled appear. Before we actually do any copying, it's important that you have a place already set up where your files will go. So you should have a place in the spot that you are copying stuff to, a folder somewhere called raw video. And the idea here is that in this folder, you're creating a folder every time you copy a card. Here you can see this is broken up into memory card A and B. So I'm going to open this up and create a folder here that's empty. And let's see. This is where we are going to copy all of these files in here. These are files we should never mess with. And once we're done, there will be an exact copy of what's currently on the memory card in here. So it's important to mention that you cannot just click and drag your raw camera data. If you do that, you might lose some of your information. So because of that, you need to use a special application called the XDCam EX Clip Browser, and it's all the way down here at the bottom under Applications. So we'll open that up, and this is basically what you'll see. you should have at least 2 of these windows open. This other window over here you can use to look at your footage. And so what we're going to do here is use one of these to find the stuff that we want to copy, and it's already found my memory card here, untitled. And down here I'm going to select that folder that I already made earlier in my raw video folder. I could also create a folder through here, so you do have that option. So let's see, I need to select that folder, the one I'm copying to, come up here and select all the footage that I want to copy. Now if you know for sure there's something in here that you're never going to use, like a shot of your foot while you're in the car or something, you can choose to unselect that. But just to be safe, you may want to copy everything and then weed out your video later. So once you have everything copied, come up here and hit the copy button, and then with this correct folder selected, hit the paste button right beside it. You will get a little pop-up that says things will be copied. Is that okay? Yes. And this is a lot of files that I have here, so I'm not going to actually wait for all that. It can take a while. If you have filled up a 32 gigabyte card, that could take a half hour, 45 minutes to copy. That's a lot of data that has to be transferred. When it's all done, you'll see all of your clips that are up here will also be down here in your folder. And that means everything's been successfully copied. If we go back in and actually look at the folder, you'll see that there will now be a BPAV folder, and it'll have all that same stuff that the original memory card did. That's how we copy our camera data. But once you've shot some stuff and you want to actually edit it, you do have to do one more step. You can't actually edit that raw video. There would be no way to turn this into something that you can edit. So there are a couple of steps for doing that. Once you have your Final Cut project all set up as per your instruction, how you've been told, you can go up here to File, go all the way down to Log and Transfer, and now we'll open up the Log and Transfer window. Now sometimes it will automatically find the footage on your computer. If not, you need to click this little Add Volume button. So if there are videos you don't want, you don't have to select them. Hold down the Shift key, just like you do with normal folders, to select a bunch. If you want to unselect certain videos, hold down the Command key and click them. Again, you can always get rid of stuff later. So if you just want to copy everything, hold down Shift, select them all, and hit Add Selection to Queue. This will get started on converting your videos, and as they finish, they will appear over here in your project. Now keep in mind that these videos will go to your scratch disk, and setting that scratch disk should be part of your setup process. If you don't know what that means, make sure you ask your instructor or look up how to do that. So there's one of our videos that's been added up here, and just to show you what's going on in the back, Final Cut is actually creating video files from what I'm working on here.